the LA Rams backfield, my lean here is still heavily towards Kyren Williams. You know, the red zone rushing tendencies for the Rams really changed last year. Before last year, they were a pass-heavy offense when they were in the red zone. And then we saw Kyren have 55, which was the fourth most red zone touches, despite the fact that he missed a bunch of games. He led the league in touches per game at the running back position at 21.5, one of only 2 running backs to average over 95 scrimmage yards per game. Kyren feels special to me, but am I just falling for the latest late round running back with no draft capital who gets kicked to the curb, Greg? Like, how do you see this playing out based on Blake Corum being in town now?
No, you're not the only one who thinks he's special. Most importantly, Sean McVay thinks he is extremely special. If you go back to last season and you look at when Kyren came off of IR and they asked Sean McVay after I believe it was Kyren Williams' first game back, they asked him about, hey, what's this offense with Kyren and without Kyren? Did you feel like there was a difference? And he said there was a huge difference, which, you know, if you're Darrell Henderson or Royce Freeman or any of these guys, you don't love to hear that, but he was just gushing over Kyren Williams. Every chance he gets, he's gushing over Kyren Williams. Even when he's asked about Blake Corum, he still brings up Kyren Williams and says really great things about him. And I think the Rams are going to run even more this year. I believe last year they ran more than they ever have under McVay. And, you know, McVay is always staying a step ahead of the rest of the NFL. And you look at their offseason moves, they beefed up their offensive line. The average weight for an offensive lineman in the NFL is 315 pounds. The average weight for the Rams offensive lineman is 330 pounds. They're going to run the ball like crazy this year, and Kyren's going to be a big part of that. And people who think that Blake Corum is going to come in and make this a 50-50 split have not been listening to what the coaches and the GM have said. Les Snead said the Blake Corum pick was about lessening the load for Kyren so we don't just wear him down completely. So I think this will be a 70-30 or 75-25 split between the two.
And how reliable do you rank Sean McVay and Les Snead out of NFL GMs and coaches when it comes to being able to take their word at this sort of stuff?
With depth chart, he's 90%. With usage and workload coach speak, he is 80%, which is pretty good. He'll have a big curveball every once in a while. We saw this with Cam Akers last season, which was kind of a lesson that I learned. McVay was talking, I think it was in May of 2023, might have been March, about Cam Akers, and what he was saying was an exact language match to what he had said about Todd Gurley in a previous season.
Oh, really?
Like word for word. It was crazy. And but the big thing there was it was the mental stuff. It was the attitude stuff. McVay has this really high standard for his players, and he wants them to, follow where the entire team is going, right? Not an individual thing, not like, hey, I need more touches. I need these goal line touches. And that's kind of what happened with Cam Akers last year, is that he got back up to a place where Sean McVay trusted him. But then after McVay made those comments, that started to deteriorate. And then we saw Kyren Williams take over.
If you're finding our stuff for the first time, hit that subscribe button down below. We're closing in on 2,500 subscribers. We got loads of redraft content coming to you, at least 2 best ball streams a week, and Rich's Dynasty content is all year round.